First semester of English complete. Yes, one down, one to go, were the words that echoed through my head throughout winter break. My first semester at UGA. English was considered to be this boring class that I pretty much dreaded going to every other day during the week. English seemed more like a scary roller coaster that I could not wait for it to end, and never would I want to ride it again. Finally, when the semester was over, I began jumping for joy until I realized that I was about to begin another English class, only to eliminate the fact that it was multicultural. I considered that this class may have something within the course that may catch my attention. Little did I prepare for when I entered my English 1102M class. We began reading about Southern-based stories formulated by different culturalists. A Southern Belle myself, I could understand the history, terms, and point of views that were assigned to be read throughout the class. Embedded with many ideas, my mind was racing with different topics to discuss when given the opportunity to write a paper based on our outside class readings. Covering poems and multiple short stories about culture and their relations to culture, I was able to produce 2 papers that combined my raging, ambiguous ideas. After several drafts and revisions of my first paper that involved a poem by Marianne Williamson and its hidden meaning to finding a cure for fear, I was able to work on my paper to evolve a thesis that showed clarity so that my audience could follow and understand the message that I was presenting. With several peer reviews and mentor feedbacks, along with the assistance of my professor, I was able to create a paper that was well developed and certainly had a well evolved thesis. This is where I was able to continue this work ethic of a well developed thesis as I began to write my second paper based off a series of short stories that interest me. Linking my stories together, I've discovered that each culture encounters some of the same issues, yet to find out that these issues are misunderstood in the same way. Each exhibit presented within my writings are created to send my audience through a roller coaster, just to discover that they will soon only return back to the same place where they had begun, only with a different frame of mind about life and the culture in which they represent. My portfolio exposes the roller coaster that many have rode on before as a first or second semester freshman in English 1102M. This roller coaster has begun slowly, trotting up to a semester full of loops and turns. Hitting its first drop with peer reviews of our first paper came to set forth. Racing at full speed, the final draft was due and grades were back. With inside screams of joy and fear about the second paper, I not only discovered that I was going to be telling my point of view of short stories I had read about, but I could express my thoughts about culture as well. Exposed to different cultures, my mind begins racing again, and I was able to link 3 short stories together with similar but different cultural understandings. Linking the different cultures together were only the turns to this roller coaster. The loops consisted of creating multimodals of my papers that was composed of an exact time sequence, relatable yet storytelling images, and a voiceover that flowed well. The highest elevations of this ride were that I had an excellent visual of matching my images with my words, giving image details for my readers and listeners, and finding outstanding hooks to grasp their attention. Over several peer reviews and self-revisions, I was able to make it through the roller coaster that English 1102M had set me on, and soon came to a halt with the English section of my career.